Well, first of all, I want to thank you for being here today to help share some additional news that we have. But most importantly, I want to thank Mr. Tomasi for his patience with Indian River County Sheriff's Office on such a complicated case. On the evening of March 16, 2018, Ms. Tomasi simply disappeared. Recent and continuing search of all videos available, we located one. We had this video enhanced by some of the best enhancement people in the country. And unfortunately, this is the best that we can have. We're hoping today, with the help from your viewers, somebody can help us identify what appears to be a white pickup truck, what appears to be a person similarly situated as Ms. Tomasi, walk around the truck and get into the passenger side of the truck. Somebody knows something, and now's the time to talk. The rewards have been enhanced, and I'll let Mr. Tomasi talk about that.
Yes, thank you everybody for coming. It's been 9 months and 19 months and 14 days as of today that my wife disappeared. I can't tell you the stress we family goes through, and pain and suffering and all that stuff, and you can, I can't start telling you that what it's doing to our family. The most important thing is find Susie, or find what happened to Susie. Susie was probably the most kind person you ever meet in your life, and appears that she had, of course, you all already know she had a dementia or some kind of Alzheimer. Sometimes it could be very confusing which one is which, but she was a very trustworthy person. So if the person which in the video I could tell is my wife, and this person in the pickup truck, white pickup truck, speaking with her, and then she walks around and she gets in the passenger side, that tells you how vulnerable is people with dementia or Alzheimer's, because they don't know any enemies. Everybody's a friend, and they don't remember people, so they trust everybody. Of course, that was not person to be trusted, or somebody, like I say, we don't know who that pickup truck is, but I hope somebody knows something, and they will come forward and they will put a peace and arrest of all of us. The Sheriff's Department has been working for 19 months on it. They never stop. I have to say, they never stop. They always been there every time I call, and before it was Michael Dilks, now it's Detective Farless. They've always been working on the case. And I hope they will continue.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate that. But we need people help. Somebody saw something, please come forward. There's $20,000 return, safe return, and the $10,000 for any liable information. Please call Detective Farless, and you put your cell phone number, or do you have the office number?
It's on the Facebook page,
The
my cell
Facebook
phone
page.
number.
And please call and contact them, because we need your help. We need your help. So thank you for coming.
I'll also say that since the posting of the Facebook, we've already had calls come in, which is certainly a positive for us, and we hope that that continues. Now, 19 months ago, somebody knows who was driving a white truck at South Bureau Square. It's that simple. We need to find that person. We need to talk to that person. So I do appreciate everything that you've done for us.
Sheriff, explain the origin of that video. Is this something you saw 19 months ago and couldn't get it and couldn't figure it out, and now with the enhancement determined that it was Susie?
So with any investigation, we try to capture as many videos from businesses or residents that we have. This particular video was captured from the supermarket that's in this plaza. That video was unable to be enhanced with some of the agency equipment that we have. In fact, when we looked at it inside the supermarket, you couldn't see it. In other words, we couldn't zoom in or zoom out. But as we continued to enhance it, Detective Dilks located that white truck. We immediately met with the family, shared that with the family, and knew that our resources were limited with respect to being able to enhance that. So we searched with some of the most powerful folks in our country that helped us enhance that, and that video was released to the best of their ability. And what you see and what's been provided to you is actually the best that we have at this time. I will tell you, this investigation continues to grow. We've got outstanding subpoenas for some very crucial documents that we think is also going to help this investigation. But again, as of today, we're looking for that white pickup truck 19 months ago, South Bureau Square.
You described this as a very complicated case. Why is that?
Very complicated because at 6:05 she vanished. We know that she left the restaurant somewhere around 5:45 on that Friday evening. It was a very busy evening that evening, the night before St. Patty's Day. A lot of movement, a lot of things going on. We know that Miss Tomasi was known to walk the strip plaza here, walk the plaza, and perhaps even walk to a small park here just to our east, which leads us to believe that more than likely it was Miss Tomasi that in fact got into that white vehicle. So we continue to search and look for leads and ask for your help.
Now let's talk about the boots hitting the ground. Were there any canvassing of the local area?
Yes, so that night not only did we have air support, obviously canine support, horseback support, that Friday evening all the way to the river, as well as Saturday morning. Many of you may recall we had a makeshift camp in this parking lot, and we had hundreds of people walking east all the way to the river. We've searched every homeless camp in this area and then some. Our friends in St. Lucie County have even helped not only with incidents that may appear similar, not only that, but this is a nationwide case as far as we're concerned. Ms. Tomasi's information, as well as that white pickup truck and things surrounding that white pickup truck, have been entered nationwide into a database that allows someone, let's say in Phoenix, Arizona, that had a white pickup truck do something similar. All of these things are coming. And that's why it's so important that I thank Mr. Tomasi for his patience. A lot of victims would not be as patient, and I cannot thank him and the family enough. And it's our mission to find Ms. Tomasi.
Do we sense that there might be foul play at this point now with that vehicle in play?
We believe that certainly enhances our speculation. As Mr. Tomasi said, he obviously knows her the best and says that it appears to be her, like he recognizes her. We believe that, although we have to be very careful in making assumptions. It does appear dark clothing that she was wearing that evening, as well as some of her past habits of walking.
Mr. Tomasi, how has it been for you the past 19 months dealing with this, day in, day out?
That's a very hard question. The first 6 months, they were the worst 6 months of my life. I was in a really, I've been married for 37 years with my wife. And you go home and you're alone, you start getting in a form of depression. I was really, didn't want to get up, don't care about the business, don't care about the work. It's really, you get in a bad spot, and I start feeling that. I had to shake myself. I decided to go out of the country just with a bunch of friends. We just went, and I had to get out. And when I come back, my business partner died. He had a mass heart attack the night before I came back. So you can imagine as it's been, in anybody. And then, you have family members, we all pointing fingers, we should have done that, we should have done this, we should be really, it's easy to talk when things happen, after, eyesight is 20/20, as they say. Of course, we all could have made something better, act different. I was talking, when my wife disappeared, I was talking with my business partner on the phone. And she said, I'm going to take a walk, and I say, honey, hold on a second, I'm talking with Joel, and I'll be with you in a minute, Then people started walking through the door, you missed that moment, and she said, normally she sat outside the restaurant and smoked cigarettes. But I go outside then and I don't find her. I look through the plaza, we already know, all the details on that. And things happen so quickly, and of course, you say we could have done something different, or we could have do that, there's going to be all kinds of questions, which I understand, But you are in such a tough spot in your life. You feel everybody's looking at you. You feel like everybody's, it's your fault what happened. Really, it's not easy. It's not easy. And, it's, like I say, it's 19 months and 14 days. you have to block her a little bit because otherwise I will not be here today living. You know, it's so tough on yourself. You know, it's like I said, it's not like you met her for a few years or few days. You know, it's 37 years. We have one son together and we have 3 other children together. I raised all 4 of them because they were pretty young when they were with me, even if there's an age difference. But I was the breadwinner for the family all the time. So, anyways, not an easy situation for all of us. And I have to say, I appreciate you guys come back and push this news through it. We need to find what happened. We need to find if there was somebody did something to her. We need to find who did it. That's the bottom line. I mean, I could care less about the arguments and the things, but we need to find who did something to my wife. Or what they did, you know, what happened. I mean, but now we have a truck, you know, so please come forward, and if you know something, come forward, say something. You know, somebody must know. Maybe the guy was here in the plaza the Friday afternoon, and they saw the pickup truck, maybe stopped here for 2 seconds, talked with this woman. You don't know, maybe somebody was taking pictures here and they could have took the picture of the truck. You don't, you know, there could be so many options, you know, so many possibilities, but we needed somebody to come forward. I know it's 19 months, so people really got to go back in the memories and try to think what, you know, if they saw something that day. So, but please come forward.
Sheriff, is there any other camera angles that are undergoing similar enhancement technology, or was this the only one that was behind it?
We have dozens, if not hundreds, of videos from all over. Not only when we get tips from people all over the country, we have been looking at those as well as every camera available in this plaza for quite some time.